Okay, so I am 8 days past my mastectomy, and I just really wanted to take a chance to explain to women what it's really like. There were so many things that nobody told me. There were so many things that I wish I would have known heading into the surgery that nobody told me. All right, so let's talk about some of those things. Number one, when you lose your boob, you actually also lose part of your chest muscles itself, and your arm is attached to your chest muscles. So I don't have to give you a whole anatomy lesson on that, but what I didn't realize is that during my recovery, I was not going to be able to use my right arm as well. So I remember them saying, don't lift anything over 10 pounds, try to take it easy, and, just kind of don't overdo it. Well, here's the 3 times that I have cried during my recovery from pain. Number 1, I developed a really severe rash from the ChloraPrep that they use for surgeries. I now have that noted in my chart. I will no longer be getting that. We'll talk more about that in a different video. When I went to scratch, I was half awake and I went to scratch and I scratched right underneath my bandages and cried out in instant pain. Like, that skin was so sensitive, it couldn't even handle that. Number 2, I tried to do just a few dishes. Now, my family has been amazing. They have come, they have been doing, most of the dishes for me, but I'm a doer. And so I wanted to help out in a little bit. I just wanted to do something. So I thought, well, there's just a couple cups and a couple silverware that I can do. I know those don't weigh 10 pounds. Well, here's the problem. The repetitive motion of washing the dish with your arm over and over again, I stopped halfway through and started crying and just said, I can't do this anymore. And I had to go and just rest and lay down. So that was a pretty big realization for me, that I couldn't even wash my own dish or my own cup till I'm healed. And the 3rd time that was the worst time for me, that I cried out in pain, is I was sitting on my chair like a good recovering patient and just resting. I had my pillows with me. I had my blankets with me. My back was a little bit sore, so I went to adjust my back, and I will show you with my left arm because that's my good arm, but I went to adjust the blanket just behind me. I went to push it behind me just a little bit. Well, just the act of taking my arm from behind me and shoving and pushing, it genuinely felt like I was stabbed completely. I thought I had popped a stitch. It was some of the worst pain that I have had, even right after surgery. This was even worse than that. So I cried out into pain, called my daughter, called my husband, come and check. I think I popped a stitch. Am I bleeding anywhere? So now I've been grounded, and it's a good thing because I have a really, really hard time just sitting still. So when I say I've been grounded, it means that they moved my chair, my recovery chair, right up against the wall. And so my right arm has nothing to do because it's just sitting next to the wall, which has been a really good thing. So they've put my workstation and all of my meds and my food and everything on the other side. But, when I was thinking about recovering from this surgery, I honestly thought, this is not going to be that big of a deal, right? I just remember them saying, yes, you'll have to recover. Some of the paperwork even said that you might probably not even need pain meds, and you can probably just do Tylenol and ibuprofen. That is also a lie. I have been on Norco, and I have also been on Valium, which is necessary and needed. I am now weaned down to the point where I think I'm taking 1 a day, maybe 2. But yeah, I wish I would have known how bad the pain was going to be as well. That would have been really helpful. So those are just some tips that I have. I'm going to make lots of these short little videos just to give a real life update version, real time information about me and my journey and how I'm going through this.